I'm John Aldred for DIYPhotography.net. We're here on the Canon stand at the Photography Show 2026. Take a look around all the Canon stand, but first stop is printers with Mark. So Mark, tell us what's new in printers and the software to go with them over the last year or so.
Yeah, so basically we still got quite a newish range. So we've got the Pixma Pro 200S, which is really good for people who want vibrant colours, fast printing at A3+. So then we've got the Pro 310, which is a pigment-based system. So this moves the ink into more a natural colour tone. So rather than this kind of hyper-realistic colours with the 200S. So the 310 is giving you accurate colours, really nice monochrome, and good for a camera enthusiast, an exhibitor. It's a nice starting point. But yeah, so then we've got our free software, professional print and layout. So this is free to any Pixma Pro or Image Prograph series machine. It's mostly current, from 2016 onwards. It makes printing much easier for the user, from their choice of papers to using other people's papers, controlling your black and whites, whether you want to add more contrast to your images. You can simplify the workflow, but it's not just a simple bit of software. It can be as complex as you want it to be and easy as you want it to be.
Brilliant. I believe you also do workshops for the printers as well.
Yeah, so yeah, we've got the professional print workshops. We do a couple of them up and down the country. So Uxbridge here at the NEC, just on the Birmingham Business Park. We've got Warrington, Sheffield, and hopefully looking at Scotland, Bristol, and possibly Ireland. Just need to talk to Canon Ireland about that.
Brilliant.
But it's been a huge success for us, since 2024. Just giving people 7 hours worth of content, either in two formats. One is our range workshop, where we set all three machines up and you come and test them. Because the biggest problem, that people have is they can read the reviews, they can watch the video content, they can come and talk to me at the show, but which one is right for me?
Exactly, and there's nothing like getting your hands on it.
Let us show you. You bring your images and we'll show you what's right for you. You make the decision. And then our full-fledged one, so say you've got the 310, we'll give you 7 hours worth of content on the 310, so you fully understand it, because it's called print with confidence, and that's what we want you to be. We want you to be confident printing, because we capture, spend so much time capturing, editing, and sometimes you move on to the next project, and it should be printed, because you spend so much time and effort.
Exactly.
The
There's some images you just want to see them big.
Yes.
It is. And is there a schedule on the Canon website?
Yeah, you can go to canon.co.uk/events, and you'll see a picture of me with a kingfisher.
Oh wow!
And that's basically takes you directly link to that. But yeah, if you're here at the show, then our leaflets will guide you to that page as well.
Wicked. Well, if you're not at the show, we'll have the link in the description. Check that out. We're going to keep wandering around the Canon stand and see what else we can find. So we're moving back to printers for this one with Seb, who's going to walk us through your massive format printers.
Yeah, for those who want to print a little bit bigger, Canon has solutions for that too. So think of an art gallery or an exhibition that needs something big and framed, and you want the best possible quality. This is where you go to, and they have a device like this.
Yeah.
So we've got 24-inch, 44-inch, and 60-inch, and you can go A1, B0, or even beyond that to 60-inch. So the biggest print we do is 1.5 meters long.
Oh wow!
So you can really go big.
Yeah.
So you've got like 12 color output for the best fine art print. I guess you could say it's archival. It lasts 200 years. And just recently we've been talking about Mastercraft here, which is our new capture to output certification scheme. So it just guarantees that the print has been printed to the best possible standards we can. Just launched that today at the show, so we're really excited to bring that forward. And these devices are best specs we've seen, and we're really excited to have everyone here today and have the full Canon capture to output process here on the full.
Yeah. Do these use the same software as the smaller printers?
Yes, all identical software.
Well, that'll be handy for anyone looking to upgrade.
Exactly.
So who's the sort of main user for this kind of system? Is it just like high-end individuals, or is it like studios and?
Well, you've got a bit of both. So you've got Sanjay and Clive over there. They're professional photographers. They have a little studio, and they sell prints at scale. So it makes sense to have one using their studio.
Yep.
They frame them, sell them online to clients. But you also have the print service providers. So these do prints on behalf of clients across the country, frame and send them. So you've got two main users, I would say. So a lot of schools have photography departments, and they make use of them.
A lot more schools are doing photography again than when I went.
Exactly. So we've seen a lot of pickup at universities, for example. It's just nice to have one who's in a department, and they can just print off the students' artwork really big. They really like it. So we did a video in our showroom. We printed off this panorama. It took about 9 hours to print, and we were printing off a photographer's photo. and she saw a blemish on the image and she didn't see on the screen. So she went back into Photoshop, edited it out, and printed it again. So
that's a lot of ink.
Exactly, yeah. But that's the kind of details you see when you print it really big. So it's just amazing to see people's reactions when you print off their work.
I know. It's been fun watching our cameraman's reactions, seeing the big prints coming off.
Exactly. People walk past and think, well, that's a really big printing.
Yeah.
And like, would you like to see your picture? And when they see it, they're just blown away.
Brilliant.
It's incredible.
Right, so that's it from the big printers. Now we're going to go and take a look at some really, really little ones. So we've moved around to the really small printers and we're going to have a chat with James. He's going to tell us all about them, what they can do.
Thanks very much. Hi guys. So we've got a range of products here today. We've got kind of two sub-brands within the Canon range. That's the Selfie range, which is our dye sublimation printers, printing in either the 6x4 format or our square media format as well. The other brand we've got in the range is our Zoe mini printers, which use our thermal zero ink technology to print our thermal photos.
Brilliant, brilliant. So there's two different types. So you've got the thermal ones and you've got the ink ones. Tell me about the ink ones, because the refills, it's not like the other guys where you just get a piece of paper and...
No, that's right, yeah. So basically what you've got in these Selfie products is the ink cassettes which are in there. So each of these cassettes holds 36 prints. So when you buy some of the media, you'll get your 36 sheets of paper. Even though it's kind of zero ink, it's more just a cassette film.
Yeah, it's like, a bit like the old typewriter ribbons.
It's like the typewriter ribbons, exactly that, yeah. So super easy, no mess. The great thing is as well, the photos are dry the second they come out of the printer as well. So there's no fingerprints.
So do you get like spill protection and UV protection and all that kind of stuff?
That's right, yeah. So we quote 100-year print quality on the photos, which is obviously the benefit of the dye sublimation technology. So yeah, 100 years.
It's not going to run like some inkjets.
No, exactly, yeah. So yeah, there's going to be no fade on them.
Brilliant. And but then you have also got the other ones that don't require ink.
That's right, yeah. So we obviously have the Zoe mini printers, which just use the thermal-based technology. Yeah, so they just
But they're also full colour as well.
They're full colour as well, yeah. So I think the nice thing you get with that is that kind of vintage hue, that really warm photo that you get from thermal technology.
The square ones especially are very Polaroid-like.
That's right, yeah. So actually, the nice thing we've got now is we've got the Selfie product in the square media as well through the QX20, which gives you, like I say, that kind of bit Polaroid feel, but with the benefit of the dye sub technology, super vivid photos, and that 100-year longevity on the print as well.
Wow, brilliant, brilliant. Well, thank you very much, James.
You're welcome.
Right, so we've moved away from the printers and we found the 3D VR lenses. So I'm here with another Mark to tell me all about those. So you've got quite the range of VR and 3D lenses now.
We do, yes. So back in about 2021 we introduced our 5.2mm dual fisheye, so that's for full frame cameras, and that gives you a 190-degree field of view. So imagine if you're wearing a VR headset, you can look all the way to your left, all the way to your right, up and down, so you really feel immersed.
Yeah,
a few years ago we also introduced this one. So this is for APS-C cameras. What that does is it cuts down the field of view a little bit, so you're looking at 140 degrees. So you've still got quite a good range of movement, but it allows you to shoot that bit easier. So the tripod legs, for example, something where on this lens you've got to use a boom arm and have it stuck out and invest in specific equipment. A normal tripod on this, you will not see the legs on it. You can also bring in lights and things if you're in a studio, so it's just that bit easier to use.
Oh, brilliant. And you've also released another smaller 3D
exactly,
lens.
So that one's more just for 3D capture rather than virtual reality. What that does, the lenses are a bit closer together, so you have to get a bit closer to your subject to get the 3D effect. And that's only a 60-degree field of view.
Right.
So when you're watching that in a headset, you see a window in front of you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of everything's popping out of that window. It's really effective,
Or for anyone who's still got a 3D TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant. So tell me about the software, because the software's come along quite a lot since that first lens release, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So you get the EOS VR utility, which is our software with the lenses, and that allows you to do the equirectangular conversion. So basically what that means, you take the two image circles from a fisheye and turn them into two square images, which have all of the vertical lines in the right orientation, and from there you can just drop that straight into a headset and watch it straight away.
Oh wow.
Or you can drop that into an editing program, and that will allow you to then edit it further, combine clips together and things like that.
Oh, brilliant. So that was going to be my next question. You mentioned, so like if you're using Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve to edit, does this talk to that, or do you export out of this and import into your editor?
So Premiere Pro, it does talk to it, so we've got a plugin specifically for that software, but DaVinci Resolve we don't have a plugin for. So you'd have to then export it from our software and then import it into DaVinci.
Brilliant, brilliant. Right, well, I think we'll keep looking around and see what else we can find on the Canon stand. Now that we've had a look at the lenses, let's take a look at the cinema cameras. So, Tom, this is the new C50?
It is.
Tell us all about it.
So this is a very exciting recent launch back in October last year, and this is our latest hybrid cinema camera, effectively. So this is for shooters that want a video-first camera with great stills. So some of the headline specs is it's a brand new 7K sensor, capable of shooting open gate 7K raw video. So open gate being particularly useful for those that want the extra vertical height of the sensor. So if you're doing a lot of social media videos, you're not having to compromise your framing for your social cuts. Also having this detachable top handle, so you've got full XLRs on there, all professional 24-bit audio. But equally, like the smaller one we have here, you can take that off and you've got this really tiny but compact but well-built body. Great for putting on a gimbal for more lighter kind of format rigs. Some other key benefits with it is you've got the new simultaneous crop recording feature. So what this does is it allows you to record not just a 16 or 70:9 horizontal video, you can actually record a vertical or square video at the same time to the second card.
Oh, brilliant. So completely separate files, already done, ready to go.
Exactly. So for those that want really quick, social media turnaround, you set where that frame is, left and right in the frame, and you hit record, and you've got two videos from one camera.
Oh, brilliant. I'm assuming, because it's like, what's the maximum bit rate on this?
Well, it depends. If you're shooting RAW, it can go all the way up to around over 2,000 megabits a second.
So presumably then, if you're shooting RAW, you can also use the second card slot to shoot proxies.
Exactly, yeah. So the great thing with our Cinema cameras is you've got proxies, but they can also be high res, like 4K 10-bit files still. So if you've got RAW to one, 4K 10-bit to the other, and then equally, obviously, if you do want smaller proxies, you have got that option as well. You can dual record in the non-RAW format, so if you just want to have nice backups, you've got that option as well. You've got so much choice with Cinema, so it's very flexible.
Brilliant, brilliant. And these are available now, obviously, because they've been out for a few months now. Yeah. So what's the price on these ones?
So RRP, you're looking around 3,299.
Brilliant, that's not too bad. Yeah. Brilliant. Well, right, we're going to keep looking around, see what else we can see on the Canon stand. So this is one of those rare times at a photography show that we actually get to sit down, and I'm sat here with Joseph, still on the Canon stand, to talk about what they're doing with this really cool underwater VR thing.
Yes, so this is a part of our World Unseen campaign, and what we're showing here is how our imaging technology can help in the world of core restoration.
Oh, right.
Yes, and as part of that, we actually sent out an amazing videographer called Maddie, and she went to the Seychelles with a member of our team, lucky him who got to go.
Yeah.
Not that I'm bitter or anything. And they shot a VR video using our Canon R5C and our dual fisheye lens.
Right.
And it was on the underwater housing, which is actually on display right in front of this activation here. And for the purpose of today, we're offering audiences the opportunity to see this VR film for the first time in these comfortable seats using MetaQuest 3 headsets, and hopefully they get a relaxing moment and they get to explore the world of coral reefs in the West Indian Ocean.
Oh wow, fantastic!
Yeah,
brilliant. Right, well with that, I think we'll put the helmet on and check it out.